Hello everybody, my name is Adam115 and welcome to the Stanley Parable. Now this is a game I've wanted to play for quite a while. I've played it lots actually before on my really old computer, but it is really cool because I now have it on my new computer at get something I didn't want to, but it is really cool. And I do love this game, and so I wanted to show you guys a bit of it. Now I have turned the volume up much louder than my own microphone because, well, it's a very narrative-based game, but it's very funny as well. So I'll just let the game talk. Once it loads, that is. Also, hey Cortana! I'll set an alarm on my phone for the end of the episode. Set an alarm for 20 minutes.
Okay, your alarm is set for 6:41 p.m.
Okay. Wait. Yeah, that's how long we'll be going for, in case you didn't already guess. Also, my camera has changed, actually. I might have to put that back. Well, not have to. I will put that back. Simply because then you can see all of the stuff. Yeah. But yeah. I put it over there because I did an Easter egg in one of my videos. Soon, hopefully, I'll be able to upload a TNT run video, and yeah, you'll see that uploaded. Here we are.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
As you can see, I'm now in the game. Also, I'm going to turn on my audio. Here we are. Now this is a lot louder. So I just want to make sure that it might be too loud actually. I'll turn down the music volume. Basically, I'm trying to make it so that you can hear the narrator over me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, this is the Stanley Parable. I know it's not much, but oh, well. Oh, recording just a little bit off there. But yeah, this is a game I have loved for a long time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now you see, this is what the game's about. Choice. And I can choose whether to go to the left or the right. And it's completely up to me. Whichever way you go is the way you go. Go wherever. I'm gonna go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Now, just so you know, if you restart the game, sometimes there will be something different. Sometimes you'll even get a phone call, and that is really eerie. There's like, I think there's like 3 different types of phone calls. One is a voicemail telling you how dangerous it is to listen to voicemails. Another one is telling you that that you or someone in your place of work has ordered, like, I think it was 500,000 boxes or something, and that they're to be delivered today. And one of them is actually your wife calling you saying, "Hey Stanley, just wanted to run through a couple of things. Could you pick up some coffee and milk on the way home," or something like that. And it's really creepy considering the entire thing is about no one being here.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You know what? There's something I haven't tried, and that is not getting on the lift after stepping on
Stanley
it.
was so bad at following directions,
Sorry,
it's
spoilers.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Like, you can step on it and it'll start going forwards, but I wonder what happens if you just... Ooh.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below.
Oh.
You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor.
Well.
I bet you can make it.
Not sure. I mean, looks pretty fast. I'll try land on this truck!
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
As you can see, this game is very sarcastic. Like, literally, just...
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. Wow. So yeah, it's been a while since I played this game. I don't know much about it.
Someone was following Stanley.
Oh.
He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
It's back. I look around. No. That's creepy. That is some of the eerie things that happen if you restart. Sometimes it will do special because sometimes there's an entirely new office. It's insane. And there's an entire new ending there. It doesn't actually end the game, but...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, let's enter the door right now. There's something actually I have to show you. Quite funny. It's probably my favourite ending. I expect those of you who have
Yet
played
there was
games
not a single person here either.
will know.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah. This is a good end.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
There is a bit where he talks about something kind of... I expect if you're kind of over...
You do realise there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Yeah, if you're under 12, I don't recommend kind of listening.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
I'll tell you.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
This thing. Pretty sure it's in this.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yeah, that's the bit. That's like the only bad bit in the entire game, so...
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Yeah, now you have to step out.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
That's what he thought.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I think that's it. I think that's all it goes. Pretty sure that's all done.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Sorry. I have to do it. I'm sorry. Oh, I want to see where this goes. Damn it. I was really hoping you'd be like, what? How did you... But I guess so. Also, I can kill myself with console. Pretty sure I can. No, let's continue on with the normal story, then I'll restart and show you what happens.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, that's great. In that case, oh, why can I go down here? Oh, that, I feel horrible down there. Back. That was safe. There we go. Loading. Yeah, I really recommend buying this game yourself. There's a lot of endings. Some of them are really funny. Some of them don't even make sense. In one, the narrator decides that as you took the wrong place, he shows how much power he actually has on the situation and kills you. So I could do that instead of the normal ending if you wanted.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I'll just do a normal ending for now.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I mean, that looks like a very tempting offer, but I'll do that some other time. I mean, if we have time better, maybe I'll spend an hour or everything. In fact, it's almost over.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
It's 47. I recognize it. Yeah, there's someone in my chair. No, okay. I'm sorry, 47. There it is. Must be. Yeah, employee number 47. Oh, whoa, what's that? Oh, that's weird. One of them doesn't have a number, it's just a ton of static, and then it's just... I didn't even know what that is. Fired. Pirate. The pirate? Oh, that's my one again. And there are 2 fired. That one. Have a look at the fired one. Okay, it's just...
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Love commentary.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, that's really sad. But yeah, if to get the ending where the narrator just kind of goes mad with power, you can click that. I'm gonna click this.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Very important. Yeah, that was the end of the parable right there. The 20 minutes is in fact up, but I'm gonna go show you. Oh, this is what I was talking about. Things change. This is now just one corridor, but as you yourself saw, that also aids us. So.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to show you what happened. Of course, we got the broom closet ending, and
yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room.
This is not what I
Please
expected.
take your time.
I did not expect that. I honestly did not. I don't know what to do now. I don't remember this. I just... Oh no, that was it. Once you've done that, you can restart. You can go back to it, and then the thing will happen. I'm not going through that ending. I'm sorry, but I'm not.
All of his co-workers
Also,
were gone.
look at that.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Sometimes that
Perhaps he
kind
had
of thing
simply
comes
missed a memo.
So creepy. There's one where just the entire floor is covered with papers. If you remove it, it says removed entity paper pockets.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Here we are.
Stanley decided to go up to his
Isn't
boss's
actually
office,
nailed it shut.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, I can. Ha ha! I have beaten you, narrator! I have beaten you! Anywho, that is all for this time. Thank you so much for watching the Stanley Parable. Now, this game was brilliant. I love this. please do like, subscribe for more. It really helps me out, and it really tells me whether you like this series and want it to continue. Please, as usual, post in comments if you have any suggestions of things you want us to play or do. But I always respect input from the users watching the content, and so yeah, please do that. But anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.